early American care for the mentally ill was notoriously poor, giving the first psychiatric hospitals a bad rap. Significant advancements have been made since those early days, and most of the original buildings have been abandoned. However, the painful energy may have stuck around, and many believe the still traumatized spirits of those who suffered these barbaric practices continue to haunt these places. And Fairfield Hills State Hospital in Newtown, Connecticut is no different. It was opened in 1931 and housed the criminally insane until it was shuttered in 1995. In the years since the hospital was boarded up, it has gained a reputation as a hotspot for supernatural occurrences, as two recent paranormal investigators learned firsthand. In September 2018, two ghost hunting friends, Omar and James, set out to explore the derelict building, and equipped with their cameras, they made their way through the halls.
These are patient rooms where they used to house like the...
It's more like a jail cell, if you ask me.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Now, supposedly, there was a lot of bad stuff that was happening in this, mental asylum.
The type of mental energy that was emitted in these places led to some serious phenomena, which is why the asylum is always one of the most notorious places you can investigate.
You're always going to have some kind of residual haunting or spirits that fly around this place.
Something made a noise in here.
It's very important for investigators to protect themselves because there may be earthbound souls at a place like this that would be looking for help and might want to try to attach.
Some people will argue the fact that the place is more haunted at nighttime. It's not true. I keep hearing things.
Ghost activity in the middle of the day is way creepier than at night, because you don't expect it.
There's something here.
What?
Seen a shadow creature right now.
Who was it?
I don't know. It darted from one side of the hall to the other.
In places like this, there was confusion and pain and mental instability. So all that energy could coalesce into what we call shadow forms. Now, could this be what that is? I don't know, but the possibility exists.
An insane asylum would carry a lot of negative haunting residue, and some of it might even be rather unpleasant. I've investigated at many of these kinds of places, and I have seen apparitions, I've seen movements of things, shadow people, so it's not unusual to see something manifest visually.
Now that to me does not seem like a peaceful spirit. That was really creepy. Not gonna lie. We're gonna have to keep an eye out.
Against Omar's better judgment, he agreed to split up with James to see if either of them could see the shadow creature again. Omar explored the ground floor, while James climbed the stairs to the top floors.
I told him we shouldn't have split up. But he loves kind of wandering off.
It's bad practice to split up, not necessarily for paranormal reasons, but for safety reasons. A lot of these buildings are derelict and falling apart.
What the hell? James! Is that you, James?
Omar was about to find out just how dangerous separating while ghost hunting could be.
Yo, James! You're over there? I just heard a noise coming from over here. What the was that?
This video is a bit terrifying. If I was in a haunted asylum and a coffee can come flying at me, I don't know how I'd react to that.
What the was that?
Could the can have been thrown by a former tortured patient of Fairfield Hills?
It is being propelled by an unseen force. But the fact that it's coming from such a low angle, even if it were a person throwing it, it would be almost impossible to get that kind of force in that trajectory.
I don't know what just happened right now. It's just a coffee can.
That guy had a coffee can come flying at him, and I think that that was legit. Investigators, you only have your reputation to go on, so if you get caught faking something, you're done. And I don't think these guys were faking anything.
Omar was certainly shaken by the activity and decided to find James,
James,
who turned out to have had a very similar experience.
you're not gonna believe me. There's a brick on the ground. And I was walking. Have you seen all these little bricks, right?
Yeah.
Dude, it flew up and tried to hit me.
Wow, yeah, I totally don't think you're crazy, trust me, because it happened to me too.
The fact that both gentlemen seem to encounter similar phenomenon makes me think there's a spirit there that has gained the power to move objects and wants these guys out of there.
I mean, obviously, the entity wants to do physical harm to the people within its space. These two people do not need to be in this building, and they need to leave that place immediately because it could lead to actual danger.
For their part, Omar and James decided to heed the warnings and leave the ghosts of the Fairfield Hills facility in peace. At least until the next paranormal thrill seekers come knocking.